Hi there, beautiful world. It's Brittany from Shingeki no Bijin, and I wanted to be the first to kind of wish you happy October! Yay! October is my favorite month. I love Halloween. I love scary things. And the only thing I don't like about October is that it is the beginning of cold season. And if you couldn't tell already, I am one of the lucky few who have already contracted such cold. It's probably from the changing weather. I'm sorry for my voice in advance. It's probably super nasally, but I'll try to be as clear as possible and sniff not a lot, because I know it's kind of gross to listen to. But yeah, because I'm sick, this is kind of why no videos have been posted this past week, and I'm sorry about that. I know I promised my footage from Walker Stalker Con and the Bloomsburg Fair. They will be coming. I just really wasn't in the mood to sit down and stare at the computer and edit them. So I've kind of just been sleeping a lot. Yeah, being sick isn't the only reason that they haven't been up. I also ran into kind of a complication concerning music and third-party content in general. Silly me, didn't really do all of my research before posting to YouTube, and I'm kind of in a bind concerning the music that I use. But yeah, so as you know, I kind of like to use different K-pop music and stuff at the end of my videos, and I didn't know that that was super illegal, even though I give credit and I claim not to own the music in my description. You cannot do that anymore on YouTube. You have to have express permission from the copyright owner to use any sort of third-party content in your videos, and I kind of really didn't know that, so yeah, so the problem with me using third-party content, even though people do it all the time, if you want to monetize your YouTube video, and that's kind of what I plan to do in the future, if, you know, views and subscribers allow, and I really hope they do, because I would love to continue to make YouTube videos and kind of make it my second job, but, you know, that's pretty far into the future. But I wanted to kind of nip this in the bud beforehand, so that I don't have to take down my videos and I'm not penalized in the future if I choose to monetize my videos. So kind of what YouTube does is they now have this system that will look at your video, and if any of the content in your video matches a third-party user or, you know, creator, they will penalize you, and it's kind of like 3 strikes and you're out. But the third-party user can either allow you to use your music and monetize from your video, or kind of deny you access to use their content and you have to take your video down. Now I do have 2 videos already that have been noted as using third-party content, and I'm gonna leave them up for now, but like I said, if I choose to monetize in the future, I will be taking them down. I may redo them with just different music or whatever, but for right now that's kind of like a big project and I don't really feel like doing that to all the videos that I've already posted. So I'm gonna leave those up. They may come down in the future, like I said, if I choose to monetize, but for right now I'll keep them up. I just don't want to be that person that's using third-party content when you're really not supposed to, even though, like I said, people do it all the time and don't get penalized for it, but they're not making a profit on their videos, and that's the big difference there. So yeah, kind of what this means for my channel is it's kind of getting a little revamp. There will be no more K-pop music or anything at the end of my videos when I show my end card. And I will also not be doing any more reaction videos in Music Boku Yobi. because again, using the video inside of my video is super illegal, and like I said, people do it all the time. There's tons of reaction videos, but they either got express consent to use that content, to use the video or the music, or they're not making money from it and they haven't been found out yet. So yeah, Music Mokyobi is kind of going to get a makeover. Instead, I'm going to be talking about bands and albums or music videos. Of course, I can't show any of them or use any of the music, but I can still talk about them, I can still review them, and kind of at the end I'm going to suggest some songs for you guys to go and check out if you're interested in getting into K-pop, or if you maybe haven't heard of the band that I'm talking about and you'd like to check them out. And I'm going to leave the links for their videos down in the description so you can go and check them out yourself, and I won't get in any sort of trouble. So yeah, I will still be using music in my videos, but instead I'm going to be using royalty-free music, which is basically music that you're allowed to use in your videos. People make it specifically for you to use in your videos, and there's, certain restrictions with making profit, not making profit. Again, I'm going to be looking into that and kind of doing things the right way. No. No barking. No. Yeah, I kind of want to do things the right way, just to, cover my tracks and make sure I'm not doing anything illegal if I ever choose to monetize in the future. But yeah, I have found one site that I like, that has the music that I'm going to be using, and I will leave that down in the description. So if any of you out there are thinking about making YouTube videos and you would like to use music and, possibly monetize in the future, just to cover your tracks, if you want to use royalty-free music, that would be probably the best way to go about doing that. But like I said, a lot of people use third-party content. They don't get in trouble. Select few people do, and there's just so much content out there that it's hard to filter through. But it is illegal, and I kind of don't want to be that person, that's using somebody else's music. Even though I claim not to be involved with it, it's still, you gotta follow the rules, So yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to say about the music and kind of that little problem that I ran into. My videos, may not be as interesting, or whatever you want to call it, with using, popular music or music that I like, but I'll kind of try to make up with that with making the content really, really interesting, and, kind of revamping that way. So, another suggestion and another part of the revamp that I want to do is, I got suggestions by people to not hold the camera when I'm filming, and kind of, it gave me something to do with my hands, so that's kind of why I'm down here doing all this. So that's why I like to hold it, but people said the videos are kind of shaky and you can hear the noise from my hands on the camera, and I agree. I think videos where the camera is idle are better, but I kind of wanted to do it like personal vlog style, but I'm sure there'll still be videos like that where either I'm filming on location or I'm doing walking, like you'll see in the Walker Stalker footage and the Bloomsburg Fair footage coming up. I hold the camera the whole time just because I'm the one filming. But if I'm just sitting here talking to you guys like this, I promise that the camera will be idle from now on. So yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to say about the revamp. Otherwise, all the videos that I promised for this week are going to be pushed back a week, so next week is when Walker Stalker and Bloomsburg Fair will be coming out, and I also have some other videos planned to film kind of October themed or Halloween themed or just YouTube themed that I want to get out there. Oh, I do have some good news. If you're friends with me on Facebook, you already know this, but my company finally received my certificate of eligibility from the Japanese government, and they're sending it to me, and it is on its way here right now. And yeah, I need that in order to get my visa. So once I get it, I will be getting all my paperwork and everything together, and I will be sending it out to New York for them to issue me my visa. And then once my visa is done, I will send a copy of it to my employer, and they will give me some training dates that are open, and I will book my flight to Japan. So my GoFundMe thank you will be coming out soon. And speaking of my GoFundMe, I did mention it in the past video, I think, that I raised my total to $1,500, and that will be closing probably pretty soon, depending on how long my visa takes to issue. I want to say a month at the least, possibly. If there are no delays, it will be earlier, but I have at least another month here in America. And I would really love it if I can reach $1,500, only because GoFundMe, like I said in the past, does take a portion of what is donated to you, and so in order to kind of combat what they take from me, I upped my final goal a little bit to $1,500, just in case my ticket is more than $1,000. I'm kind of hoping that it's not, but if it is, I don't want to have to dip into the money that my parents graciously gave me to kind of get on my feet in Japan. I would really like to save that money to spend on, you know, stuff for my apartment and things that I need once I finally settle down. But yeah, so if you have some extra money this month or planned to donate but haven't done so, I will also leave the link to my GoFundMe down in the description, and you can check it out, and I would be so grateful if you can help me in that sense. You know, kind of relocating and getting on your feet isn't a cheap task, and like I said, I'm really grateful to my parents for giving me the amount of money that they did, and I'm so grateful to everyone who has already donated to my GoFundMe. You're really making the transition much easier for me, and I'm so grateful. So kind of lastly, what I wanted to talk about in this video is kind of all over the place, and I'm sorry about that, is Walker Soccer Con. And I was gonna kind of do a short kind of intro to the footage that I'm going to be posting, but I think I'm just gonna do it here because I don't feel, you know, like people want to hear me talking all sickly in that video as well. I was kind of really disappointed with Walker Soccer Con. Me and my brother went. They did have some cool things, as you'll see in the video. The only thing that I was really upset with was, one, they didn't have a lot of panels for people to go to. Two, they were charging to take photos with all of the stars and for autographs, and they were not cheap. It wasn't like $20, it was like $40 to $60 to get a photo or an autograph with the stars of the show, and the main stars weren't even there. Norman Reedus canceled, and so did Steven Yeun. I think the only character who is still alive that was there was Carl's actor, and I think his name is Chandler something. But yeah, he was the only one that is still, you know, part of the main cast. Besides, I think there were 2 or 3 other ones who are still there, but not so much main characters. And yeah, it was really expensive. I did like that they had a lot of vendors there. I got myself I got a shirt that says Daryl Dixon's Moonshine 100 Proof. It has a picture of Norman Reedus on it, and I also got a Daryl coffee travel mug and a poster for my bedroom. So I really loved all the vendors. You'll see some vending footage from there. There weren't many cosplayers. There were a few, and I kind of got most of them in the footage. But yeah, overall I was kind of disappointed with how things were run and the expense of everything. Yeah, I had never been to a convention concerning a TV show before. The only other convention that I've ever been to is MacFest, which is held in Washington, D.C., and that is music and gaming festival. So it's more like YouTube famous people, I guess, and there's always a ton of panels, and, you know, they take pictures and do autographs for free. I mean, these people still have a huge following, and they're doing all of this for free, and just because you're on TV, you know, you're gonna charge $60 for a picture with you. Like, I don't know, I guess they have to make money some way, but I feel like if you're paying to go see the convention already, you shouldn't have to pay to participate in the things that the convention offers, you know? So that's kind of my feelings on that, and I really think that's all that I wanted to say. Yeah, so once again, I want to wish everyone a happy October, and I hope it's spoopy, and you have lots of pumpkin-flavored things, and, because, yeah, this is honestly my favorite time of year, and I'm kind of glad that I get to spend it at home, but at the same time, October, November in Japan is really, really beautiful, so I'm kind of sad that I'm going to miss it there. But yeah, I'm just going to enjoy the season, and I hope you do too. I want to thank you for watching this video. It was kind of longer than I hoped it would be. But if you did like it, you can hit the thumbs up button, and I would really appreciate it. And if you have any questions or comments or suggestions for my music troubles, please leave those down in the comment section, and I will reply to you. And yeah, if you haven't already, you can subscribe. Japan themed videos are, you know, on the horizon because I got my COE. And yeah, so thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. And I hope to not be sick in my next video, but chances are I will be, so yeah. See you, everyone.